Oki. Itamexistico. Good day. It is the afternoon of Wednesday, February 19th, 2020, in the last crescent of the lunar cycle Gatto, moving into Pitaki, the eagle moon. And I'm out, obviously, just moved a skunk. It's my first skunk. In the last couple of days, it's been pretty quiet. The temperatures had dropped. Right now, it's comfortable. It's maybe just 2 degrees Celsius below freezing. So, not too bad. Somewhere in the high 20s Fahrenheit. To me, this is almost getting down to t-shirt weather, where we're close. We're about 5 degrees off of getting toward end of winter t-shirt weather, when you're all acclimatized and all of that. So I got to go back to the studio. I've been working. I haven't recorded much the last couple of days. I paid 2 visits to Spopikimi yesterday morning and this morning. On both occasions, I was kind of oriented toward the river. I was looking for any signs that the mink who we'd seen the other day had revisited, because over the weekend there was definitely sign along one of the open water crags a little bit further upstream that showed the mink had slid on the ice there. It could be he's up by the canal by that other beaver lodge, and I should be checking around there. I just really haven't had because I need a little extra time, more than just my usual hour, to go that way. I could have probably pulled it off this morning, but I didn't wake up in time. Chelsea and the kids were gone for a couple of days. Well, they left on the weekend for her to do her shift on Sunday, and me to be without needing to babysit because I had some other things to do on Sunday. But then they didn't come home till last night, so haven't seen them for a few days. Any case, not too much going on at the river that I saw, other than, looking for the mink. There's still groups of geese. The temperature drops, so the spring in the South Pond is there's still some open water, but there hasn't been any geese visiting it, at least during the morning when I was there. There has been golden eyes around and eagles passing by, and the usual assortment, but no sign of mink. I left this morning a raw egg omega-3 for one of the skunks that I know is kind of toughing it out there in a culvert on the north end of the pond. Anyway, I do have an announcement to make. Today, and when we go back to the studio, we are going with a slew of t-shirts in hand. Now, given I just picked up these t-shirts from Walmart, I'm going to be impressing them with the ink of our new logo for the Rattlesnake's Lethbridge, or my second logo by Margie Cropbeard Wolf. It is again an image of calf shirt. This time he's in the famous pose that people took pictures of him in, where he would have the rattlesnake's head in his mouth, just to show that the snake knows that he means no harm, and he means no harm, and the snake doesn't mean him any harm. And anyway, and with the same caption, "En nakot siop," we coexist in mutual respect. So I'll be printing those off, my first little batch of like 10 shirts today. I did, like I said, I stopped at Walmart to pick these up, and I just stopped there in between picking up the skunk. And so my car smells a lot like skunk, and no doubt me working on it and those shirts being in my car, they're gonna pick up a little touch of skunk stink too. So if you order a shirt from me and it comes with a little hint of skunk smell, just know that'll come off, the couple of washes or whatever, but also know that that is a sign that it was truly handmade by Ryan Heavyhead. The shirts are going to cost $25 a piece for adult shirts. Walmart didn't have the blanks for kids that I wanted, so I'm going to get kids shirts elsewhere. But the shirts themselves, run, up to $10 each. And then I've got ink, and I've got to pay off the cost of the assembly that I bought, and I've got to give Margie a little something too for her work. I never gave her commission on that new logo, so need to pay her too. So recouping those losses, shirts are going to be $25 a piece. Of course, if you have been a patron on my Patreon account for more than a year and donated more than $5 a month, you will receive a free t-shirt. All right, and if you've already done that, I owe you one. I need your sizes. And it's t-shirt time. New Rattlesnake t-shirt time. So let's go show you how I did it. First, we're going to stop at the house here and do a sniffer test. See how bad my skunk smell is. So I did get sprayed a little bit, and I have a meeting at City Hall after work today at 5 with the Combat Sports Commission, and if I smell too terrible, obviously I should not be hanging out in City Hall. Stinking it up. Just gonna leave this trap in the backyard here. The skunk that was back here the other day has vanished. He's not under that pallet anymore. I took a good look with my lightsaber this morning, and yeah, he was here for a couple of days and then took off. All right, let's go see what Chels thinks about the smell. Hey, Polio. The Polio. She's in bed. Hey, mister. Okay, so we're getting your opinion. So I have the meeting in City Hall tonight. What level of skunk smell am I carrying with me?
It's definitely there.
Pretty strong?
Should take a bath.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, let's see what we can work out.
I knew you were home.
Yeah? You could smell me coming in. Oh, okay.
If I could smell you, I'm damn sure the other.
Alright, I'm gonna change clothes, take a shower down, change clothes.
Yeah.
I ain't got time for a bath because I gotta get to the studio, but I can shower down. And then we'll move on. The shy lens
good there. I don't want to.
covers everything. But if you put your ass here, it just
Makes it bigger? Okay.
sees all the dirt inside. Alright, we're gonna try our first t-shirts on the new, well, not new, I bought it months ago, but it's just been sitting down here. The silk screen
Enter, friend, and your
thingamabob. Alright,
premier.
let's give her a try. Bunch of it in there, but that. It's got that kind of like compound bow feel to it when you get it past that certain point.
Certain point.
Boom.
Oh, yeah.
You can even. I usually go a couple different angles just to make sure.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we won't be able to sell food unless we pay for that specific thing. Yeah. Yeah, we won't be able to sell.
So what did you say, a few seconds? Oh, just, no.
It'll
I
it'll
missed
just
it,
be
eh?
strictly
You
arts
missed
and
it, yeah.
I
crafts.
gotta be a little more careful. maybe his head's not all the way see-through yet,
Yeah,
Might have to wash the frame off.
yeah,
Make it more see-through.
yeah. Wash it and
Is he headless?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's headless.
headless.
But it's getting there. I might be able to line it up and
Well,
fix
looks like
it.
he's
We'll
coming.
see.
Out, he looks like he's walking out of a fog with his. Looks like he's walking out of fog with his mate.
Well, I'm just trying to scrape as much of this ink back as I can. See if I got a little plastic.
For the back.
So you went to Staples to get this done?
Some udder.
Yeah.
Some udder.
How does it go on?
Get some udder.
He has to bring it up.
I should show on the camera what came with that first attempt there. Got Mr. Headless. So I'm gonna work on the screen a bit and come back and do her again.
So beat it.
See you guys.
We'll see ya.
So we got one nice printed. That's what they're gonna look like. Maybe sitting a little bit lower on the shirt. You know, I got to figure out the positioning on this new setup. This one didn't really print too good, but probably make use of it one way or the other. And then I had one that the lettering got kind of mucked up on, and so it looked like yeah, it's too high on the shirt. The top lettering didn't turn out right, so I've washed off the screen. I'm gonna go back to it tomorrow morning and print off, you know, lots of clean t-shirts. And yeah, that's about how it's looking. Day's over here, so everybody's getting ready to leave shop. I've got to go to City Hall for a meeting of the Lethbridge Combat Sports Commission. And here's how update on my plants, by the way. Broccolis that are shooting up, tomatoes that are shooting up, and I've got a whole bed here. These ones I got to seed. This last two strips I haven't fully hydrated or seeded yet. But I got some peppers to put in there. Getting this year's plants going. Just the marijuana.